Welcome to the inaugural episode of Watching the Game, a new sports podcast. My name is Idris Mohammed Kudemi. I'm joined by Adam Musleh and Auda Isa.
What's
What's
good?
up?
Alright, guys, let's just start. So, yesterday we had the last, probably the last time we have four full NBA playoff games
I think that's
in
right.
the playoffs. A real tragedy, honestly. We're down to two per day at this.
That's facts.
So the first game we had Milwaukee beating Orlando yet again to take a 3-1 series lead. Does Orlando have any chance left in the series?
Absolutely not. There's no way
I
they're
mean-
gonna come 3-1 lead against the Bucks.
The Magic had a lead in the fourth. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how the Magic blew that. They had a lead at one point in the fourth, and it just fell apart.
Yeah, it's
Well, I mean-
100% Bucks are winning the series.
They got outscored 37-25 in the fourth quarter. That's unacceptable. You can't win anything if you do that.
It's kind of crazy that Milwaukee was the only East team to not sweep.
Yeah,
And
that's
yet they played the
Oh
worst team.
yeah.
facts. Yeah,
Wow, I just actually noticed that.
I mean, they beat them by 15 points each of the last three games. It was really just the first game that was an outlier there.
I think that first game they just came out. The Magic just came out like
That game
they
was a fluke.
Yeah, they played a perfect game. Everyone had to play a perfect game for them to win one game. I don't think there's no shot that the Bucks don't win this in five.
Yeah.
Game one Magic is a different beast.
Oh yeah. Last year definitely against the Raptors.
Yeah,
No.
same thing happened both years. It's crazy.
All right.
Honestly, imagine. Actually, Vucevic put up 30 again yesterday.
Yeah, he had 31.
He's been going off this playoffs. Just needs help.
You know who went off in the fourth quarter? Middleton went off. I think he didn't have very many points. He had like 3 points the first three quarters. And he had 18 the fourth.
Yeah, the problem about Middleton, he also doesn't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, he finally showed up, but it was
Yeah.
for one quarter.
Middleton was playing like Paul George's first three games.
Facts.
Oh man,
Sure,
I mean,
4 for
Giannis-
7. 4 for 7 from 3 though.
Giannis is looking like the MVP again.
Most likely, yeah.
it's true.
Back to back.
He
I
should
did-
definitely not. He shouldn't be defensive player of the year though. That's definitely for AD.
Who do you think it should be? Oh yeah,
AD, yeah, AD.
Definitely. All right, how about the Rockets and
Well,
Thunder
let's see.
game?
Is playing.
Dude, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised about the Thunder, to be honest.
Well, I think Rockets are gonna win the next two games.
This is going 7, and then that game 7 is going to be a coin toss, bro.
Yeah.
Unless Russ can come back. If Russ comes back, then it's a whole different question.
Mm.
But the thing is, I thought Russ was supposed to be back by now. I thought it was only like at most 3 games.
Yeah, when is he supposed to come back?
I don't think they
I don't even
figured
know.
it out
they,
yet.
they really don't have a timetable. And they played such a good game. The Thunder did yesterday. Harden had 32. Eric Gordon had 23. Daniel House had 21, and they still fell short. So they had a really good game.
Apparently,
How about Schroeder
Daniel-
though? Schroeder
Daniel
with,
House hit that last half court.
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah. So it
Screwed
wasn't
the
even
Bears.
that close.
Screwed the
It
betters
was a
over.
6-point win.
Schroeder
I
did
think
go off.
Schroeder had 30.
Yeah, he had 30 and 31 minutes.
Damn.
Then Alexander was 4 assists shy of a triple double. Adams had 12 and 8.
He's gonna be
Lou
a
Dort
co-
had 9.
Yeah.
I
Coaches
love
have-
Shai Gilbert.
Yeah, he's gonna be a
I
come
love-
up player.
Yeah, 100%.
His basketball card is going crazy right now too.
Yeah, he's a star, 100%.
It's going to be future star.
Harden had
Lou-
32 and 15 assists. I didn't even realize it.
Well, that's the thing, though. You say Harden had like a slow, bad game,
know,
but he still dropped
they
32.
Almost
I
had a
was-
triple double.
I was watching. They were up they went on a run. They were up 15 near the end of the third, and they just choked really hard.
Let's
And
see.
then
Let's look at
Schroeder-
the.
Schroeder hit a buzzer beater at the end of the third, and it was just like, oh, OKC has all the momentum.
The thing about Harden, he can't lead a team by himself. Like he'll get these crazy stats and anything, but his team will still lose no matter what.
He needs help.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that.
But
too.
he did. But he had help. He had
Yeah,
23 from
he-
Eric Gordon and 21 from House.
I think
But that's
game 2, I think, or it was one of the first 2 games that they won. He had only he had a really bad game, but they still won.
Yeah.
I think it was.
He was off the court and they went on a 20-0 run or something.
I think it was game 2. Harden had 21 points. Game 2.
It was if they can
Looking at the stats right now.
But then they took 57 threes yesterday. The Rockets did.
Yeah,
They had
every
no
time they take a
chance of
record amount
winning.
of threes, they lose.
I think I heard a stat. They were if they shoot 37% or above from 3, they've won 25 out of 26 games. But once they shoot too many, they're just gonna keep
They
missing. I don't know. It depends on
I mean,
Westbrook.
they were kind of making them. They were wearing.
I don't
They
think
made-
the Thunder will win.
They made almost 40% last game. I mean, if Russ can come back before game 6, then maybe
I don't
the
think
Rockets will
he's
pull it out.
I don't think he's coming back this series.
But this game definitely showed that they miss Russ because they still had 3 players over 20 points and they still lost. They had 6 people in double figures and they still lost. So.
The Thunder also did well too. They're very deep.
See, when they have Westbrook, they don't have to rely on the 3-ball nearly as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Russ can beat almost anyone off the dribble, and then if they collapse, they can just kick it out easy 3.
All right, predictions. How many games does this go? Who's winning?
Rockets in 6.
I'm gonna say Thunder in 7, bro. Thunder in 7.
Really?
What do you
Yeah,
have?
Thunder in 7.
Wow. I'll say Rockets in 7 if Westbrook doesn't come back. If Westbrook comes back, 6.
Mm.
All right, let's go to the third game.
Pacers and Heat. This was the
Real
most
disappointment.
underwhelming thing of all time. I expected this to go 7 and for it to go either way. And just Miami just comes out here and shows that the Pacers aren't anywhere near on their level.
Well, they also don't have Domantas Sabonis. The past few years.
True, yeah, Domantas Sabonis is really good for them.
Their superstar has been injured in their past few years. Every time they've been in the playoffs, Oladipo was injured last year. Sabonis this year.
Yeah, true. If they
And
can
they
stay
got
healthy
Westbrook.
next year, that's a pretty good 5. If they have Brogdon, Oladipo, Sabonis, Miles Turner, and TJ Warren, that's a pretty good 5.
Yeah.
And Justin Holiday off the bench. They really don't have anyone else other than Justin Holiday.
Honestly, their bench is not good.
Mm.
Yeah. You got your boy
Their
Doug
depth got
McDermott.
exposed.
Doug McBuckets.
Halfway through the 4th, TNT showed bench points. The Heat had 33 and the Pacers had 3.
Yeah.
It was
They have no depth.
They finished with 3, I think.
But
Wait, no way. Yeah, they literally finished with 3 bench points.
Damn.
Aaron Holiday played 12 minutes. He had 0 points. Edmund Summers had 9 points, 0 points. 9 minutes, 0 points.
How many points did the Heat have for bench points?
Bench.
Wait.
I mean, Hero had 16 by himself off the bench. Olynyk had 11. That's 27. Plus 5 from Iguodala, 32.
Honestly,
Nunn had 7.
We should have seen this coming,
Had
especially with
41.
the bonus out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I mean,
The Heat is...
Jimmy played bad yesterday. He had 6 points.
He was
but he only took 5 shots.
Yeah, he was out
Jimmy
for a
did.
lot of the game too.
that
Adebayo-
actually makes the Heat super scary. I mean,
Adebayo was crazy yesterday. 14 points, 19 rebounds.
Yeah. Dude, he was getting every offensive rebound.
I'd
Yeah.
actually be interested to see how often does Jimmy Butler have a bad game and the Heat win compared to say the Bucks. How often does Giannis have a bad game but they still win?
Well, Jimmy Butler didn't necessarily had a bad game. He just took less shots.
Offense.
He just took
I
no
think
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, offensive. 2 for 5. He had a block, a steal, and 2 assists. But
Because he knew he didn't have to take shots.
yeah, I mean, you got 23 from Dragic and then 16 from Hero off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still relatively close. Actually, Dragic came in the fourth and went off. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, he just drove in
Dragic
and
is good, bro.
destroyed them.
Dragic might be the most. He might be the most underrated player. He might not. Maybe not like the most, but he's up there, top
He's-
3 like most underrated
He's
players.
their second. He's his. He's the Heat's second best player.
Bam is better.
Jimmy and
Come
no,
on.
I
I
think
think
Dragic's better.
I think Bam. You gotta
Dragic
put
is third.
Jimmy, Bam, Dragic. Dude, imagine
Yeah.
adding like a Devin Booker to this team.
Yo, nah, he's
Bro, they
got
going,
the
max
he's going to the
slots.
Timberwolves.
They got the max.
No
slots.
shot, dude. Booker, Butler with Adebayo. Oh, that would be scary.
Let's keep it realistic. The Suns aren't going to be trading Booker anytime soon.
True, but does he want to resign there?
No.
We can.
I think
discuss
it all.
this- We can discuss this another time.
Yeah. Save this for another time. All right, let's go to the 4th game of the night.
But wait, before we go to that one, so do we think the Bucks having to play an extra game against the Magic hurts their chances against the Heat?
No. No, not at all.
No,
It's just one game.
I mean they're young too, so it doesn't matter. Like, who's their oldest guy? Kyle Korver. He doesn't even play. Brooke Lopez. I don't know, man. Brooke Lopez, very old guy, 32 years old. He might be affected.
He's gonna get the work from Bam.
What do we think the Heat Bucks game goes to? I think Bucks in 7.
I think the Heat could
The
take
Heat
it.
are winning this. Isn't
I
it,
think the Heat could take it, bro.
is it
they
Bam
have-
like not like known like to stop Giannis or something like that?
They have
Actually-
Bam and they have Jimmy Butler,
Yeah.
two like pretty good defensive players.
Because the Bucks don't compete well against the Heat.
But that's actually a very intriguing coaching matchup too. Budenholzer versus Spoelstra. I think.
Yeah. Dude, and then outside like of Giannis and then Middleton, if he decides to show up, where are the Bucks better than the Heat? Like,
Yeah.
outside of Giannis versus Jimmy, where are they better?
Maybe Middleton.
Middleton, he's got to show up, dude. I don't know. Middleton last year and so far this year, he hasn't done anything crazy.
In the regular season, the Heat are 2-1 against the Bucks.
Right.
So
It's definitely going to be close. Both of these, the first round of the East has been a wash. It's been mostly
Yeah.
a wash.
yeah.
But the second
But-
round, I'll be shocked if it ends if both don't go into at least 6. To be honest.
I think they'll both go 7. But I think
Yeah.
Celtics in 7, and then I'm still trying
Really,
to decide, but
I
think
I think the Raptors can take that one. I
No.
think it'll be Raptors Heat.
yeah, Raptors Heat.
it's not nothing against the Raptors. It's just
You just they have more superstar power, I guess. With Tatum versus Siakam, who would you rather have?
well, it depends. Okay, so Hayward is still out for
True,
Boston,
yeah. That's
and
that's a
he's
big blow.
Probably not. If he comes back, he'll come back for like. So they said 4
Game
weeks.
7.
Yeah, he could probably
probably
only
just
come
do,
back
like,
for,
game
Game
7.
7. They don't need him, but he
I
would
mean, he was-
definitely help. They blew
he was
out
doing
the
pretty
Raptors
good.
that last game. In the seeding games, they blew them out.
True.
They won by like 30.
In the seeding games. I remember that defense. Their defense was really good. That's the thing. Like for the Raptors, they don't have that dude that you can just here take the ball, give us 30. Like you have Harden, you have Davis, you have Giannis. You can just give them the ball here, go score. Like who are you gonna do that with the Raptors? Like
Siakam?
yeah, Siakam's good, but like he can't just ISO pull up, hit a jumper.
Well, that's the thing. They don't need a player. They're very like deep.
Well rounded, yeah. But I'm saying like, okay, let me give you a scenario. 5 seconds left. They're down by 2. Who's getting the ball?
Lowry.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna give it to Lowry? I don't know, man.
It's not like I know.
I mean, it's
I
not-
know
it's not
we're
terrible.
trying to make there be a problem with Kawhi leaving them, but
They're
Honestly,
actually doing
those
better
guys-
without Kawhi.
Dude,
they're
If-
just as good. Obviously,
Kawhi
now,
stayed-
deeper in the playoffs, I don't think. I'm not doubting them, but I just don't think they can get to the finals without Kawhi.
yeah, because you need that superstar killer guy.
Yeah, every team needs
I'm
that.
sure.
I think Siakam can be that guy, but it's gonna take like a year or two.
Yeah, he's not it now.
I think we'll preview the series next episode for sure.
Yeah, 100%. All right. So do we get to finally talk about Lakers and LeBron?
It's honestly
Raping the
nobody.
Blazers.
I don't think anybody really thought the Blazers would win
No.
the series except Charles Barkley.
Yeah, but he says a bunch
Oh.
of crap that doesn't make any sense.
Guarantee.
Yeah. He's 0-3 in those
30,
guaranteed
10, and
things.
6 from. He is. And they've been blowouts.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to the Blazers yesterday, or what has happened to them since Game 1. Actually, they've
LeBron
been
haters are gonna make the Lillard excuse.
Yeah.
They're gonna make excuses for Lillard. The
No,
LeBron haters.
Nobody's gonna make that excuse. Just for one game, and it's 3-1 when he was actually playing.
Right.
There's no way they're coming back from 3-1.
I mean, they've won 2 of the games by 20, and then the
Right.
Game 3.
LeBron had 10 points one of the games, and they blew him out.
Yeah, that was Game 2. Game 3,
Yeah.
it was close, but I don't know what was wrong with. That was the game where everyone was walking half the time. At the end of the game, Van Gundy and Mark
The end of the
Jackson
game,
were like, what is going on? Nurkic was so tired.
Nurkic
that
was
game.
dead tired that game.
Davis was destroying. This is what we're talking about when we're saying, oh, AD has to play the 5, because he can't. No center can seriously keep up with him. But he's like, nah,
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
true.
play the 4. Let's play.
Right,
LeBron,
he has to stop
AD.
being a baby. He needs the what's it called? Because especially against a team like if they play the Rockets in the second round, and you have to like match up McGee on one of the guards or like one of the players of the
If
Rockets, then that's going to be a huge problem. But
If
Davis
they-
can stick with some of the perimeter players that the Rockets have.
If Vogel seriously starts McGee against the Rockets, there's some serious problems.
Yeah,
They'll
Yeah.
still win.
The Lakers
They'll
is a
probably beat the
mismatch
Rockets.
against the Rockets.
But back before, it was like a week before the shutdown.
AD was complaining, right?
One of the
about-
first one of the first games after they got Covington, and they actually beat the Lakers. Everyone was like, oh, they get blown out, but they beat the Lakers because McGee and Howard, they just couldn't keep up with the small ball.
Yeah.
They got torched, yeah.
But who do the
That's
Rockets,
why AD has to play 5.
Yeah.
He has to play after 5.
But who do the Rockets have to guard LeBron and AD?
Rocco and PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Covington can-
Yeah, they're not good enough.
Covington can guard LeBron. Nobody will be able to guard AD, especially if he plays center.
You think Robert
100%
Covington can
free
guard LeBron?
He can maybe stay in front of
I'm
him.
not saying he'll shut him down.
Okay.
But in terms of
LeBron's averaging. They're both averaging 20 plus that
Yeah, I mean
series. in my
LeBron's
opinion.
dropping 30 a game.
There's no stopping LeBron. You got to slow him down. But at the same way, I would not be surprised if Harden averaged 30 plus in that series if they do make it past the Thunder.
Yeah, with like 2 for 12 shooting. Very low shooting.
I think,
I mean, no one can stay in front of him. He's so good, dude.
especially with the way
He knows his ways.
Danny Green and KCP have been playing lately.
Yeah.
Danny Green's a
They've
dumpster fire.
They've actually been playing well the past few games.
They played well the last 2 games, but
Yeah.
the
2
10
games.
before.
This game would have been a sweep if they didn't play terrible in the first game.
LeBron knocked some
And-
sense into them.
Facts.
And now what's his face? And now Lillard is out game 5, which is just. I mean, I thought the series would go 6. If
What's
Lillard,
wrong?
It was either
Calm
it was
down.
either a sweep or 5.
probably gonna be another blowout tomorrow. Favor the Lakers.
That's gonna make me so happy.
It's time to jump on the Anthony Simons hype train. He's gonna drop 30
Low key, it
tomorrow.
might be, bro. I don't know if he's gonna drop 30, but he's gonna be a star. Even though he had 3 points yesterday.
They should. If Rondo is cleared, they should try playing them tomorrow and just see if they can
Yeah.
figure out their rotation for the next series.
That's gonna be like almost a seeding game.
Are the Blazers a playoff team next year if they bring back the same
What's
team?
wrong? Oh
The same team.
What's
I don't know.
Like
wrong?
West is gonna be even
Ariza,
better.
Ariza
Cause,
and Ariza and Rodney Hood will be back. Melo, they re-signed
but you,
Melo.
are
I
they
don't know.
better?
I
Are
don't
they
know
better
about
than Stephen
Whiteside.
Clay? Are they better than Stephen Clay though?
And Wiseman.
Because you got to start thinking about the Warriors. The Warriors are
I,
gonna be back full strength next year.
we're gonna consider the playoff teams in the West next year: Lakers, Clippers, Jazz, Nuggets,
Obviously, the Mavericks. The Mavericks are gonna be a playoff team for like the next 10, 15 years with Luca.
Mavericks, Rockets, Warriors. And then the eighth spot, it's like you would they would yeah, they're probably gonna be like the eighth, seventh seed again. They really
Yeah,
peaked last year, but at the same time,
they peaked last year.
everything lined up perfectly. You had the Thunder, who were always underperforming in the playoffs. Then you had the
Which
Nuggets.
wasn't Russ's fault, by the way.
Then you had the Nuggets,
They're not a good
who
playoff team.
last year was the first time they made it with the new young core, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, they're a pretty deep team." But at the same time, we're
I
still
think the
talking about
Nuggets
all
are a
their
year.
young.
They're a year or two away from really contending.
The worst thing is they ran into the Warriors, and KD was injured. They had a chance. They got
And they
swept.
still got swept. They couldn't even get a win. They couldn't even get a game.
They were leading every game in the fourth quarter, and then they just blew it.
Choke
It was like
artists.
something like that, yeah. They had a chance to win almost every game. Also, the Rockets choked against Warriors too.
No, they didn't choke.
Or Steph Curry
What,
just
didn't-
went off.
Didn't Chris Paul get injured again?
No, I think no. I
No,
don't
that
think
was
so.
when they were winning in like late in Game 6, and then Steph and Clay.
They just were.
No,
Dude, I
think
think
yeah.
I think the league forgot how good they are, bro.
They,
Like they can just come down, smack a three, get a couple stops, smack two more threes, boom, 9-0 run, you're down by
Steph has been
10.
responding to people on Twitter like, "Oh yeah, y'all forgot about me." He's gonna have like. He's not gonna have the same season he had in 2016.
He's gonna have a
come
great
pretty
season.
close. He's gonna come pretty close to 2016.
He's gonna have a great season. Actually, who do you guys think they're gonna go with number 2? You think they're gonna trade it or not?
if Wiseman's still available, they're gonna get him.
Yeah,
They need a big man. Or
I
yeah,
think they should.
they should trade it.
They should keep it and then trade Draymond.
No, they're win now right now. They gotta trade it. No, they gotta keep Draymond. They have
So
to.
Draymond's bad.
Yeah, but he's like the captain of that team. He's like the. It's like the.
True.
all right, so let's move on to tonight's games. So the Jazz are playing the Nuggets in about an hour, actually, and the Jazz have a 3-1 lead. A lot of people wrote the Jazz off after it was reported Conley was going to miss the first 3 games. He ended up missing only the first 2.
Mm.
But honestly, the Nuggets have not shown up in this series. Game
They
1.
look bad
Game
outside of
one-
Murray. They've looked bad.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, okay, the Jazz are missing Bojan Bogdanovic, who's been their best scorer outside Mitchell, and they're missing Ed Davis. Whereas Nuggets are missing Gary Harris and Will Barton, which is hurting their wing depth a lot.
Yeah,
But
they're having to play.
this is still a series that should go 7. I don't know. Jokic is getting absolutely destroyed, and so is Porter defensively. I saw a stat. They're shooting like 65% on Michael Porter Jr. this series.
Yeah.
He's got to work on his defense. He's got his offense. Like he's crazy talented on offense. He's got to start working on that defense now.
Like the Jazz match up perfectly against the Nuggets. They got
Yeah.
Gobert guarding Jokic. Who can go? And who's guarding Murray? I think Donovan Mitchell can clamp on Murray, but he hasn't been doing that.
Is it Mitchell versus Murray? I mean, it's
I
just
think
basically
so. It should be.
they're just basically telling Mitchell and Murray, go out, get your 50 points.
Yeah.
The rest of the team will figure it out. I mean, Clarkson had 24. Michael Porter Jr. only had 9 points that game.
Jokic is getting Jokic is definitely getting
He's getting his. He's
exposed
getting his.
defensively. He's getting exposed
Average.
defensively too.
Yeah.
Game 3, where Gobert literally had 20 points in the
24.
first half. Because and then, well, in Game 4, sure Murray went off. There was that late call that everyone was saying was a foul, but at the same time, what was the score of the game again?
127, 129.
It was 129, 127. Let me pull up the play-by-play.
I mean, the Nuggets defense is just awful.
Yeah, pretty
Jazz
much.
have been a defensive team the past couple seasons. Like, we know they're a better defensive team than this, but the Nuggets defense is just awful.
So
Even if they somehow came back, the Clippers or Mavs would dismantle them.
Yeah, they have no chance in the second round.
Yeah. Saying that they're 1 or 2 years away. Michael Porter Jr. still needs to get better in terms of his defensive ability.
They probably will sign a big free agent too.
Actually, their whole team needs more help defensively.
Yeah. Don't they have like a max slot open or something like that? I bet they have a lot of cap space open.
They need like a 3-and-D guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like a Jay Crowder kind of player.
Do the Jazz close the series out this year? Today.
No, Denver's winning this.
I think Denver wins today. I think they come out hot. And
Yeah,
so I think it's gonna be similar to like how the Lakers came out yesterday. Like they just come out 10-0 or something like that.
15-0.
I think Nuggets win today, but Jazz still take it in 6.
Yeah. All right.
I just got an alert. Actually, Westbrook is out tomorrow.
That's unfortunate.
So
That is unfortunate.
I really think that one is suddenly going 7 after we thought it might be done in 4 or 5.
Yeah, but the Rockets have home court advantage tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Big deal. Oh yeah, that's a big
Man.
factor.
I forgot about that.
Huge factor, bro.
They get to pick what jerseys they wear. It's over.
Facts.
It's over. It's over.
Yes, it's wraps.
All right.
All right,
And then
let's talk about the big game of tonight.
Yes, sir. Mavericks Clippers.
I think this
Chris
one's
Stapps is out again.
yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed Kristaps is going to be out. I don't think Luka can do what he did Sunday.
This one's a guarantee Clippers win.
Yeah, there's just no way. I think Paul George comes out and drops his 50 burger today.
Nah, he's dropping 50.
Call me crazy. He's dropping 50 burger today.
I'm still not a believer in Paul George, especially in the playoffs, but I think he'll bounce back today. Not like an amazing game. But
He's okay. Maybe not a 50 burger. I'm saying he has 20 plus. There's no way he doesn't have 20 plus today.
He can easily drop that though. That's the thing.
I was
He's
watching the
ca-
game. He's getting good looks. He's getting open good looks. He's got to start knocking them down. And you're an NBA player. You'll figure that out eventually.
He's capable of just going off.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he did that against the Heat a few years ago.
And the Mavericks just had to do so much to win yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, Sunday.
Yeah.
To tie the
Was
series.
it double overtime? No, just
No,
regular
it was
overtime.
one
I
overtime.
don't know
And
why.
then Luka had the. Dude, I was thinking, Luka misses that shot, and all of a sudden, the Mavericks are screwed. They're down 3-1, no Porzingis. If he misses that shot, then it's over.
I think
At the same time, Lou Williams at 36. Can we really expect Lou Williams to have 36 again?
No.
But at the same time, I don't expect Paul George to have 9 points again.
How much did Kawhi have?
Kawhi had his casual 32.
Clippers will win today.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think they'll win in 6.
Yeah, they're gonna win the next 2 games.
Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway went off too. Seth Curry went off. Yeah, everyone went off. Luka obviously.
I love Trey Burke's resurgence, man. He's finally living up to the draft hype 7 years later.
It only took him 7 years. He just had to find the right team, obviously.
It's funny because he got traded to the Mavs, part of the Kristaps trade. Then he left, went to the Sixers, and the Sixers were like, "Oh, we don't
And
want."
the Sixers cut him, right? Didn't they cut him?
And he just signed with the Mavericks during the shutdown, and now
Yeah,
they
I'm back,
found
guys.
another keeper. They have Mavericks.
I'm kind of mad Porzingis isn't playing.
I mean, I still don't
You think if
If he
When-
even was playing, they're
You-
not gonna win that series.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know though. The way some of the games looked when Porzingis was playing, and the way Paul George is playing, like what if just Paul George just continues to suck, and the Mavericks win this game?
Yeah, that's the thing.
they can get by the Mavericks without Paul George. The question will be
They
The
need Paul
Lakers.
George. Like
the question
I
will
think
be
they need him even for the Jazz series.
it depends on actually probably yeah. He's
Like
gonna have to step up.
if Paul George is averaging. He's averaging 15 for the postseason. If he averages 15, I don't think they can get past the. Or wait, they still probably will, but they're gonna struggle getting past the Jazz.
All right, and now, so we think I got Clippers in 6. What do you guys think?
Same.
I think it goes 7. If Porzingis plays Game 6, then it will go 7. But other than that, then probably Clippers in 6.
All right, so let's transfer into our last segment of the day. So we drafted our 2 leagues this weekend, and we wanted to give you guys some advice, some potential sleepers, busts, because that's the type of thing that really helps you win fantasy football season.
I'm the fantasy football
Sleepers,
expert
busts.
out of us 3, obviously. Mr. Beast.
So let's start. Arda, who's your first sleeper of the season?
My first sleeper. Oh, hold on, let me look at my team. Because my whole team is sleepers.
Wow.
Bro, Jonathan Taylor, ready? Give him 3 weeks. The Colts are gonna see that he's a beast and he's nowhere near on the level of Marlon Mack. And he's gonna take over and he's gonna go crazy.
I think
That's my sleeper.
let me check.
I think he's gonna go crazy. Looking at your team right now, you still for some godforsaken reason don't have a kicker.
Kicker.
Why do you have a guy
Eventually.
that's on IR on your team?
Ooh.
Why do you have Debo Samuel? He's on IR.
Alright, calm down. Listen, okay. Jonathan Taylor is ranked 47th on NFL.com. I think you could probably get him in 6th round. That could be
When did I get him?
solid. That can definitely be a solid pick. But to be
In the
honest,
6th round.
I
Yeah.
think his rookie year they're gonna split him evenly between him and Marlon Mack. Now next year he could definitely make the
I'm
leap.
saying he'll perform. I'll say like when they're splitting carries, he'll just perform so much better than they'll have no choice but to like just say okay here, take the starting job.
Colts offensive
Just-
line is pretty good lead.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, really good.
Alright,
They also have Marlon Mack. So,
Yeah, I'm saying I know that they have Marlon Mack, but I'm saying like they're gonna see that he's better.
alright. So, my.
I think it's nothing against Philip
Who's gonna
Rivers.
talk? Come on, y'all.
Chase
It's
Tucker.
nothing against Philip Rivers, but they're probably going to be a run-first team this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't take T.Y. Hilton. He's still going to be a decent wide receiver, number 1, number 2.
If he's healthy.
He'll
But
still be a beast, yeah.
it's definitely worth having, especially in deeper leagues, both Taylor and Marlon Mack on the roster.
I don't know. I stashed Michael Pittman, just the other receiver that the Colts have.
Alright. So, my sleeper is. You probably never heard of him, and he's probably undrafted in most leagues. Brian Edwards from South Carolina, rookie.
Who?
So, he's a Raiders wide receiver, rookie. I know you guys never heard of him, but hear me out.
No, I've heard of him.
Terrell Williams is injured. Henry Ruggs hasn't been performing well in camp. So people are saying he might be wide receiver 1.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't know about wide receiver 1.
I put him in my watch list. I'm just saying.
I think, well,
What is his
the
name?
Raiders-
Brian
Raiders have
Edwards.
a bunch of receivers. at this
Ryan
point.
or Brian?
Brian.
Brian.
Actually, I never said that because now
They
you guys
picked
gonna
him-
get him.
They picked him in the 3rd round this year.
Yeah.
Brian Edwards.
But they also picked Ruggs in the first round.
They have
But as I was
yeah,
saying,
they
And
have Henry Ruggs. They
Ruggs-
have Hunter
They picked-
Renfro. Honestly, they can use all three of those guys. Like
Yeah.
the Raiders receivers were
well, as I
subpar
was saying,
last year.
Ruggs is like hasn't been doing what he was expected to do. He's been underperforming. in
I
camp.
First result: USA Today. Should we pump the brakes on hype surrounding Raiders wide receiver Brian Edwards?
Nobody can say his name right.
I mean, it really.
It's such
Hello.
a simple
Because-
name, but we can't say it right.
I'm a bot, bro. Relax. Sorry, I'm a bot. We all know that.
I say
Brian Edwards, interesting.
that's definitely a deeper one.
Yeah, that's like
I-
a
It's
14-team league stash guy.
Well, or even in ours, because our league is.
Yeah, because yours is weird. It's like so many players, two
that makes
quarterbacks,
it
3
more fun.
receivers,
That makes it
and
more
2
fun.
flexes.
It makes it more fun.
I don't
Anyway,
know. All I know is that I think I have a really good team in your league.
Brian Edwards could be good, but that's definitely for deeper leagues to start.
He could be the
Unless
no,
if you
like
really
not to
believe
start.
in it, sure, take him in the last round. But we're still
A
even though
stash,
Tyrell
you could
Williams
stash
is
him.
injured-
As I say, no, put him on your watch list, and like when he starts to like come out a little bit, like snag him as fast as possible.
You can
Yeah.
definitely do that. It's definitely gonna depend. Currently, Ruggs is above him on the depth chart.
Yeah, but
Williams, if healthy, is above him.
he's not, dude. He said he's gonna be out for like a few weeks.
Oh damn, maybe. Okay, and then well, they still have Renfro in the slot.
Yeah,
You know who's gonna go
And-
crazy this year?
We're still talking about a run-first team.
I can see him being like the Terry McLaurin of last year.
Maybe.
Honestly,
Yeah. That's a good comparison to him, to be honest.
Scary.
that
Terry.
if
But Terry
you
McLaurin was like,
snag-
wasn't he? He was he's really talented though.
he was,
He's almost like
he was
he's like a Stephon Diggs
yeah.
type player.
He was a 3rd round pick, same as
True.
Ben Edwards. So
We have any? Do you guys have any busts that you think are just
Oh,
like?
wait,
Wait,
wait.
actually, no. Wait,
My
Idris hasn't even done
my
his sleeper.
He tried to skip me.
Oh god.
How dare you?
Won't happen again, bro. Won't happen again. Just-
I believe in you. All right. All right, my sleeper. Jameson Crowder. That's the first sleeper. I'll
Didn't we
tell you
consider
guys.
a sleeper?
I'll tell you guys more in different episodes. But Jameson Crowder is probably gonna be the number 1 receiver for the
the
Jets.
number one. But
I
they have-
know the Jets
didn't they-
suck and all, and a lot of people probably aren't sold on Sam Darnold. But
I am. I think he's pretty talented.
any guy who's the number 1 receiver on their team is definitely worth having, especially considering what his usual rank is. He's ranked 106 in the draft, wide receiver 25 on NFL.com, and his ADP is actually
Projection
lower than
rank.
that. His ADP is actually lower than that.
He's 140 ADP.
The Jets, well, they signed Brashad Perriman, but he's been
Yeah.
like
And
mostly
and they
a bust.
lost. And they lost Robbie Anderson. So that's
Robbie Anderson, yeah.
But they also
They drafted-
got Jerry Judy, right?
No, they drafted Denzel Mims,
Denzel Mims.
but apparently he's
I-
hurt right now.
Yeah, Denzel. I thought Denzel Mims, what's it called, would be a first round
I've-
pick.
I've heard from Jets fans like Crowder was, as a slot receiver, was their best receiver by far. I also think less of a sleeper, but I also think Le'Veon Bell is gonna have a huge year.
yeah, he is.
You know, I know the Jets aren't a sexy team.
Really?
That's why I was trying
And-
to get him from you.
They suck and all, but I think, especially with an upgraded O line, at the very least,
Oh yeah,
Bell-
they did go crazy on the O line.
Bell is going to be a top 10 running back, and Crowder should probably hover around the 20s of receivers, but he can definitely be a great option as your top backup off your bench.
He's also kind of a receiving back too.
He could be a plug and play too.
Yeah, get you some PPR points.
All right, what are your busts this year?
My busts. Let's see. I gotta look at the players.
Aaron Jones.
Really?
I don't think he's gonna be what he was last year. And
I'll be disappointed.
they
I
all,
I could definitely
and
I can definitely see that
I can-
because yeah, go ahead.
And I can see Aaron Rodgers being pissed off and throwing the ball almost every play, proving what
Well,
he
I mean-
is because he drafted Jordan Love.
Eh,
And also, who do they got? AJ Dillon.
yeah, AJ Dillon.
So it's
That dude is
pretty good.
huge. His
Yeah,
legs are
his
huge.
calves.
Oh my god. His whole entire leg, just humongous. I think
There-
Eckler could be bad this year.
Nah.
In terms of Aaron Jones, it's the Packers are definitely communicated that they're probably gonna run the ball at least as much as last year because they didn't pick a receiver, they picked Dylan.
Yeah, that too.
Now Dylan's probably gonna take some carries away from Aaron Jones.
And Jamal
Oh, bro.
Williams.
So
Yeah, they have a
that's
whole
hurt.
committee too. They have a whole committee.
I mean, Aaron Jones is still the best player out of those three.
Yeah, he's still, but like,
He also got a bunch of touchdowns that Rodgers set up, but then
Yeah,
they just counted it.
He does.
There was
get
that
touchdowns.
Cowboys game. I think he scored 3 of his 4 touchdowns from the 1-yard line. So it's definitely risky.
sucks.
He's not gonna produce the same number of touchdowns this year.
45 points in the Dallas game. Damn. So yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
He
there
can
might be
go
no
off,
way
that's the
that
thing.
he repeats what he did last year.
Yeah.
he's ranked top 15. I wouldn't take him that high. If he drops to
I think you gotta
third
be
somehow, which he's not. I'd say
third.
avoid him, yeah.
If he somehow falls to third round, take him. You gotta take him in the first or second. Don't. I think Nick Chubb could. Nick Chubb won't be he shouldn't be a first round pick. Nick Chubb shouldn't.
Why do you say
Because
that?
if you look at the games that Kareem Hunt played, they were very very similar in points. He should not be a first round pick. He should be late second, mid third.
Didn't you say Austin Eckler was gonna be a bust?
Yeah, but that's only just because
I think he's gonna do better.
I just don't like the Chargers this year
I don't know. I think he's gonna do better.
with
They have-
Tyler.
They're gonna be a run first team because they have a rookie quarterback starting.
Yeah, and if they don't start him, they have Tyrod Taylor. So
Yeah. And they're still gonna be run first.
yeah, I think that's about it. Wait, we only talked about running backs, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Michael Thomas will still be really good, but he's not. There's no way he has the same type of
Yeah.
season that he had last year. Last year was just a record-breaking season.
Yeah, defenses are gonna find a way to stop him.
Yeah,
Same with
and then
Lamar
Eckler
Jackson.
had 300 points last year.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no shot he's doing that again.
And there's no way Lamar Jackson is gonna have a year like he had.
Oh yeah,
last
Lamar Jackson will drop
year.
off.
No way,
Please don't use the first round pick on Lamar Jackson.
dude.
But
Nobody does that.
I'm telling you, defenses are gonna find a way to stop him. There's
Oh.
like those
They
type
say
of
that about
processes.
everyone every year.
don't
Everyone
work.
adjusts.
Yeah, but they're
There's
like
no-
a run first offense. They're those are if you
yeah,
find a way
but
to
Lamar
stop them,
Jackson
they're easy to
can
stop them.
throw too, though.
Didn't the
But
Ti-
Lamar Jackson can throw now.
But didn't the Titans stop him? They found a way to
they
stop him.
did. No, I think they just ran all over them.
Yeah.
What they did was they got a lead early. And so they couldn't just take their time running the ball and getting in their offense.
All right. So last
I think that's about it, to be honest.
last bust of the day. I'll go with another running back, I guess. I'll say Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His rank is 37 on NFL.com. I don't really know why. Broncos are probably gonna do a committee with him.
Why are people acting like?
Don't they also
And
have Royce
Lindsey.
Freeman.
Yeah, why are they acting like Royce Freeman and Philip Lindsay aren't there? Those are two viable options. They're gonna have a running back by committee.
I think nobody in both of our leagues picked him early.
I waited. I have Melvin Gordon, but I waited until the 79th pick to get him
I did the same.
or something.
I tried to avoid him. I mean, his ADP is 35. That's way too high for Melvin. That's mid third round. or mid. Yeah, no, mid fourth round. I think.
But
Yeah, it's mid fourth. Yeah, that's way too. That's way too high. You gotta make. If you're gonna get him like seventh or eighth.
I think the Broncos are going to try to throw it more this year too.
Oh yeah,
If they
with
really
Lock.
lock the real deal.
That could be his. That might be Melvin Gordon's calling. Isn't he like more of a receiving back?
Well,
Actually,
I think
don't
he'll be
know.
the third
Not-
down back probably.
honestly, Eckler was the receiving back the last 2 years for the Chargers anyway.
Actually, yeah. Facts, yeah. So do we even know if Gordon's like that
Basically, we're
in
saying
terms of receiving?
avoid Melvin Gordon, avoid Aaron Jones, and avoid Austin Eckler.
Kenyon Drake.
I think.
Yeah,
I
why
think
is he
of those
projected
guys,
so high up? It does not make any sense. Like second round?
He had like
No
A
way.
lot of. Dude, he didn't do anything in Miami, but then he only played like 8 games for Arizona, and then he had like 120 points.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that this year.
And then they have Chase Edmonds that they're very high about.
And what wide receiver did they get?
They got D Hop. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna be throwing so much. Their receivers are really talented. They have Fitzgerald still, even though he's like 97 at this
He
point.
still can produce.
Then they have D Hop and they have Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk is a nice talented guy, or a nice young talented guy.
Yeah, Kenny Drink is probably the biggest bust of them all. There's no way
Yeah.
he should have been drafted that high.
230. No, he had a 39, a 31, and 17. But the other games, I mean, 7, 11, 6, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not worth
he did
he's
go
not worth the
crazy.
first round pick.
Also, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes our first.
That's
episode.
about it.
I think so.
We'll catch you guys next time. From watching the game, I'm Hamd Kademi saying so long.